For me, it's this car with everything else that I've done. There's a method to the madness. There's a, figuring out where that line is. If I think back to everything that I've done, I've had this very methodical approach to what I've done. From fine-tuning what happens on the skateboard, fine-tuning what happens on the bicycles, get the methodology and the process down so that I can go faster. My name is Jim Goodlett. I live in Savannah, Georgia. I drive a gray market 1984 Porsche 911 Turbo, or what's more commonly known as a 930. In 1984, I came back from university to Houston, which is where my parents lived. And as I did when I was a kid in high school, I made my way to the Porsche dealership. And on what I would call a very, very slow day, a salesman took a kindly bit of time to a young man who did not have enough money in his pocket to buy a car that was sitting on the lot. And the car that was sitting on the lot was a 1984 Porsche 930. And this English salesman did this incredible 2-hour period of time with me and went through the entirety of the car. And I just absolutely fell in love with it, from the ergonometrics to the way in which it was designed, from the placement of the tachometer in the center of the car to when he flipped me the keys and said, "Start it up," and that rumble came out of the back end of it. I was just absolutely, completely enthralled by it. I happened to have a camera with me and grabbed the camera out and shot 4 pictures of that car, all from the back end and a little bit on the side to it. But yeah, it was, in my mind, it was that car would be mine someday. What day that was, it sure wasn't going to be right then when I was putting myself through school, but yeah, someday. About 2 years ago, I started getting quasi-serious. Just decided, hey, I'm about to turn 50. It's a car that I've always wanted. I think I'm gonna get serious and go find this thing. So I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and then I had an alert set up, and in the alert, up comes another series of Porsche 930s, and I'm looking through and I went, wow, I really, I like the front valance on the car to it. Everything's really seems to be straight and right, and the paint job's incredible. God, something's ringing a bell. I get home, and I pull out a photo album, and there are those 4 pictures. Same car, same color, same everything to it. And it was like, yeah, this is actually meant to be. You hear that thing coming down the street, you see the form, you see the shape to it, and you know that's something different. And Porsche has always had that. Though, some would argue that from the 356, it's been somewhat of the same form. It's kind of a rarity that a car company has the opportunity to perfect that, and watching somebody do that, to me, is incredible.